Good morning. It's a beautiful morning on this Sunday, the 24th of March. Slightly overcast, beautiful coolness in the air, and looking forward to a wonderful day. I'm Boundy Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand and Kipper today card spread reading. I just felt like I needed to combine them, so shall we go and have a look at the cards and see what the reading actually presents? Tune into your psychic senses, your gut feeling, that you know is going to connect you with what messages you're receiving from the cards into those spaces and places that we just have a knowing, your spirit guides, your angels, whatever form that takes for you. So let's go to the cards. Now, as you can see, I've got beautiful light coming from the window that shows up the Kipper deck. That's a lovely contrast there in our cards today, as far as it's very clear and easy to see them. What I've got with the Lenormand deck, I've chosen the mystical Lenormand deck that I just opened the drawer to make a choice. I knew I needed to do the two layout for some reason. And what we've got is a very light coloured deck, and that's still fine. We can see the images quite perfectly. So shall we start with the Kipper deck first? And what I do with this one is take the guidebook to read from, because I'm not as familiar with what the interpretations are with this. There's certainly a different keyword set that are the labels of the cards. So I love using them. I love learning something new, and that's why I've chosen to use the Kipper on a weekend. I didn't want to drop it today, even though I felt I needed to use a Lenormand deck, so I've combined them. It is still the energies of the central card being that is the overall theme for the day. And what we have on the left is that's relevant for our home space, our energies around, well, house and home, family, that sort of thing. And what we have on the right is also the work one still. So it's relevant to, especially if you are working today or planning for your next week ahead, relevant to work. It is that basis that this right-hand card is read. Okay, so shall we start from the Kipper deck, Bad Health? I'll point the letter opener to that. So we're reading this one, the Bad Health, first. So I'll zoom in on that particular line of cards so that's the emphasis that we're seeing, and hopefully it comes up clearly, even more clearly. Aren't they beautiful cards? Wonderful. I'll just drop down one little bit. Whoops, that was maximum. I'll go down to the 40. Yep, there we go. So we're pointing to the bad health overall theme for the day today. And as I got out of bed this morning, I wasn't expecting bad health, but my back was playing up. So I thought, oh, God. I did lay in for a little bit longer just to let it get used to thinking it was awake. It needed to help me move around today. So here we have, pictured is the patient in a bare bones public ward on a hard iron bed with a thin blanket while a nurse checks his card. Literally, it means poor health, a cold, a minor illness, a sprain, something like that. And it's what my back felt like this morning. So it is actually very interesting to see this card as our main theme. So something's just feeling a bit off today is what I would suggest with this card. So it could mean that a checkup could be in order. So checking in with inner self, body sensing, doing a body scan, that type of thing. It may put you in bed, but it may just give you that sense of awareness around what your body is letting you know, so that you are going to have that rest that you need, a break or a nap. So, it could be that there's something going on with the upper body or below, lower body. This is to do with where the spread is. Well, it's in the central, so we know it's just the theme for the day, that something's just going to feel like it's a little bit off. Then we're going to go to, because I'm going to do all of the Kipper first since I'm zoomed into this one, and I've got the guidebook in hand. The main female is just that. It does specifically mean the woman, the feminine energy, but I'll still read it. The female significator, and likewise co-protagonist. So it's just the story we're creating for today. It is that feminine energy is most dominant. She's an elegant lady clad in a fine tea dress, edged with lace and beading, properly wearing her pearls in the afternoon. So we meet her in her private sitting room. Remember, this is in that home space, so it certainly is bringing that feminine energy into what is happening into the home. So her red rosebud points upwards to what's on her mind. So it shows the importance of open, deep, romantic love in her life as well. So there could be that emphasis on the love that you have in your home space. But on her table, we see only white roses, symbols of innocence or hidden love. So this is the feminine that we have, the feminine energy poking its nose into the home space. Well, I think we mostly have the balance of feminine, masculine everywhere anyway. We carry it within. So it's that inner home that we have, but also that is our physical home space and how we are creating that in our lives. Now we're going to go to the privileged lady in the workspace, see what she has to say. So with this, we've got the privileged lady, the epitome of wealth, ease, youth, health, beauty and charm, as she strolls across the wide lawn past the orchid house. Lavishly dressed in the latest fashion, she gives us the relaxed look of a lady used to admiration. This card stands for fun, creativity, luxury, the good life, and all beautiful things. She can also be the best friend of the main female. So here we have the two elements present in just this 3-card line of the reading. So that's interesting, very interesting. She's the female counterpart of the wealthy man. We haven't got that. So she can be a young woman, a daughter, or a young mistress in the workplace. So it's an interest that there is the feminine energy even in the workplace. So it's appreciating that is the beauty around you. So when this card isn't referring to a person, it's talking about a lucky phase, being carefree, no worries. So this is where we can bring into our workspace that sense of ease and ability to feel at cruising through, like you don't have any worries around what your work has or is presenting for you. So it's bringing that into a space today where it feels to me like it's as much as there is that bad health that's central theme for our day, it really is balancing that nurturing aspect and being able to be aware of that is going to give us that lift and bring ease further on into the day, especially if we're looking at this as well as a bit of a past, present, future style of reading as well. I'm reading it as what I've been using lately is the home space and workspace with that central theme running through. So let's look and see what we've got for that next set of cards. I've got to use my dagger a bit different, my letter opener a bit differently. Let's say good morning as well to Kay. Good morning, Kay. Lovely to have you here. Wonderful to see you, especially on a Sunday. I really appreciate anyone that pops in and comments. It's wonderful to see your names. And good morning to Shaz, saying good morning to everyone. I think I'm still half asleep in some sense. Wow. So what we're doing next is going into trying to get the thing move down better. That's it. Move down now, remember, this is the mystical Lenormand. So this is a different style of card, the Lenormand decks. And we're looking at it in context of itself first as a Lenormand, and then we'll combine the two together because on a Sunday we've got the time to do this, don't we? So here we go. We've got the lady of the card deck. So main female, and the woman, the lady. Interesting that we've got the two in line, but I'll connect them together again later. We've got the anchor. Now, this is the home space. Anchor is that theme for the day, and heart is for the workspace. So with the anchor here, the first one that I do read is the central theme. It is the anchor holding space, holding steady, giving some security to what we're experiencing throughout our day today. So knowing that there is some groundedness. If you're not feeling grounded now, sense that anchor holding you in that the ocean bed or around a tree or against a rock like this, holding that is giving you that security and grounding. Plant your feet as if you are grounded with the anchor as well, and that will give you stability throughout the day. And good morning to Stephanie. I just saw your comment popping up. So wonderful to have you here as well, Stephanie. Now, with the woman in the home space, it really does confirm that strength of the feminine today, because we do have this one reflecting exactly the same position in our card spread today from the Kipper. So very lovely energies around that. And she is sitting here with a beautiful dress, that gorgeous, the beauty reflected in the way that we adorn ourselves with the feather as a tiara almost, or a crown. Beautiful jewelry, and patting unfortunately, it doesn't look like, it's not a cat, it's a pig, but this is a mystical deck. So we can just imagine the different aspects of what creatures we can connect with as far as our familiars or our pets, our fur babies, in whatever form they take. It's a mystical pig. It looks lovely in detail. I'm not going to lift it because it'll take too long to place. Gets me out of the flow. So just bring that into the flow, and we're moving over to the love, the heart here in our workspace. So it really is feeling that whatever we're working at through our day to day, if it's related to our work, that it's going to be an aspect of our work that we actually love. In this picture, there is all sorts. There's the Adam and Eve style of people there. You can't quite see them. The lion. There's all sorts of animals that are laying comfortably and sitting together with no problems at all. It is a love scene, a loving scene, and all unconditional love stuff happening there, because no fighting. They're all comfortably in that scene together, birds and everything. And the heart has little flames up the top that brings it to being on fire. This one I will lift because it's so close to my right hand edge, just so you can see a bit more of the detail without the glare of the window light on it. If I can focus it, you can see a bit of the detail. And let's have a look. Can we? There. Oh, we're getting flashes of focus. See the mystic, some of the mystical creatures there, as well as that Adam and Eve style of symbolism that we have. Okay. So from this, let's see how we can connect all these together. I love that. Ha ha ha, yeah. What's the Chinese year this year? It's not the pig, is it? We're going to connect these all together. I'll go back up so we can see all of the cards. Again, I'll center them and let's try to align them. Right. Combining them and aligning them in this way, we can certainly see that there is that the health, that feeling of something not quite right today. It is going to bring us into feeling more grounded, I think, with body and that sense of self, because there can be times where we get too much into those higher frequencies that we're not landing ourselves back on earth very well, that we are sensing. And if you've been in that state, it's probably why there is that feeling of unease and not quite right within yourself today. and around the energy of the day today, because there can be that drop back to bring us back and anchoring into Gaia Mother Earth, basically, and the whole realm of our full, complete wholeness of being. So I think with that energy connecting in today, appreciate that we do need these moments sometimes so that we really can know when we are in those other spaces and places that give us that extra high, I suppose, but the higher energies, frequencies. We need all of the range of what we experience to happen at some point in our life. And if that happens to be right now for you, understand it is only temporary, because that bad health card was indicating it is only temporary, and we will move through it. But feel grounded whilst doing that so that you can fully appreciate what it is that you are experiencing today in all the things that you experience today. There certainly is that very feminine overall theme for our home space. So bring that into your focus as well. And exactly, Shaz. So it's a very feminine theme today, especially as there is the feminine energy with the bad health. It's that nurturing and caring for too. So it's that 4 cards out of the 6 that are including the feminine, 3 extremely strongly, because we're moving over to the ease that's being given to us in how we can move through our day to day. Privileged lady, everything has been in place for a while for her to feel that ease of movement through, and in this, our workspace. So we've earned the right to be able to cruise through, to saunter, to wander through, whatever word you use for a relaxing walking through a beautiful scene, and gardens and lawns, and even walking through a maze if you like, just to enjoy the playfulness of what you're doing today, bringing that loving energy of what you love for your work, that aspect that really brings it all together in this idyllic situation of all things are in place in the right space and time for you to move through with ease in what you're doing in your work. So overall, I think with those cards, we are seeing that, Spirit is bringing us a lucky combination. That's the word that just came in. Luck is quite a thing that you can bring into your focus as an intention that you want a lucky day. Today, it feels like it's going to be a lucky combination of whatever you're needing to do, bringing that feminine aspect and energy in from your heart space if you're a woman, from that is your feminine side if you're a man, but still with that unconditional loving energy that we know that we have within, that we're exploring all the time and growing in as we move through our daily steps, being present in our life. The walk of life that we have, whichever way you're going. Be fully into it and cruise through like our privileged lady. Today is with ease. So use that intention and move forward one step at a time, and enjoying that is the beauty around us, loving what you're doing in every step, staying connected to Mother Earth, anchoring in with that groundedness and full awareness of being present in each moment. So thank you for listening and watching as I presented the cards for today. It's lovely to see wonderful family, friends, Facebook, yes, YouTube, yes, all the spaces that this is going, that you do watch and that you are connecting with the comments. It's great. Keep being the best you that you can be, and I'll see you tomorrow again around the same time, between 8 and 9 o'clock-ish. Sunday's a little bit of an exception-ish. We'll see you next time. Namaste. Thank you, Stephanie. That's lovely. Love the heart. See you tomorrow.